Legendary Footsteps, The Life of Malcolm X in the dimmed lights of the Audubon Ballroom on February 21, 1965, tension thickened the air as Malcolm X stood before a crowd of supporters. The scent of sweat mixed with the faint whiff of cigarette smoke, punctuated by the crisp scent of coats worn by the audience against the winter chill outside. The rustling of paper and the soft murmur of anticipation filled the room. Each breath was heavy with expectation, tinged with the knowledge that he had made enemies as well as allies in his fight for black empowerment. Suddenly, a loud bang shattered the atmosphere, like a firecracker in the stillness. The audience's collective gasp echoed off the wooden walls. Malcolm X fell to the floor, struck down mid-sentence, his life abruptly silenced. The scent of gunpowder mingled with the lingering aroma of the earlier gathering, coffee mingled with fear and disbelief. As chaos erupted, people scrambled for exits, the sound of panicked footsteps drowning out any semblance of order. In that moment, the life of a man who had dedicated himself to the struggle for human rights was extinguished, but the fire of his words and ideals would ignite a revolution in the hearts of many, echoing through the years with an insistent call for justice and equality. Malcolm X, born Malcolm Little on May 19, 1925, in Omaha, Nebraska, entered a world fraught with racial segregation, marked by the oppressive weight of systemic injustice. His early life was marred by trauma. Malcolm's father, a Baptist minister and outspoken advocate for black rights, was murdered when Malcolm was just 6 years old, likely by white supremacists. The bitter chill of that moment hung over Malcolm's childhood like a specter, lingering in the corners of his mind. The family relocated to Lansing, Michigan, but the struggles didn't cease. His mother, Louise, suffered a mental breakdown, leaving Malcolm and his siblings to fend for themselves. The scent of boiling cornmeal filled their small apartment, a meager attempt at nourishment amidst the chaos of their lives. The cries of children echoed in the halls as they navigated the hardships of poverty. Malcolm later reflected on these experiences, stating, "I had no way of knowing how deep the scars were, how much the world around me would shape the man I would become." The instability of his youth forged a fire within him, a determination simmering beneath the surface, but it also left wounds that would manifest in rebellion and confusion. As a teenager, Malcolm fell into a cycle of crime and delinquency. The streets of Boston and Harlem buzzed with life, but they offered him a dangerous allure, tempting him with the thrill of fast money and fleeting respect. In the dim light of a barbershop, Malcolm grappled with his identity, straddling the line between two worlds, one that battled against oppression and another that sought comfort in rebellion. At one point, Malcolm was arrested for robbery, a pivotal moment that forced him to confront his choices. "It felt as if the walls were closing in around me," he later reflected, "the weight of my decisions crashing down." In the solitude of his prison cell, he wrestled with despair. The cold steel of his surroundings matched the chill in his heart. Would he succumb to this life, or could he find a way to rise above it? The turning point came unexpectedly. He began to read voraciously, devouring books on history, philosophy, and theology. The smell of old paper and ink became a comfort as he explored the ideas that would later shape his activism. This was the moment he found purpose, igniting a passion that would redefine his life. Upon his release from prison in 1952, Malcolm X joined the Nation of Islam. His conversion marked the beginning of a profound transformation. Malcolm's fiery rhetoric caught the attention of many, and he quickly became a powerful spokesperson for the organization. One specific strategy that defined his approach was his adept use of media to amplify his message. He understood the power of words and imagery, skillfully using newspapers, radio, and public speeches as tools for mobilization. "The media's power lies in its ability to shape narratives," Malcolm said in a speech at the Newark Mosque in 1964. "I sought to reclaim our story, to tell it in our own voice." He spoke passionately about the necessity of self-defense against systemic oppression. Malcolm's ability to articulate the frustrations and hopes of his community resonated deeply. He organized rallies, captivating audiences with his potent ideas and a commanding presence. His strategy wasn't just about speaking, it was about engaging with the community and fostering a sense of identity and pride. He often said, "You can't separate peace from freedom, because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom." Through masterful oratory, he instilled a sense of urgency in the fight for civil rights, urging African Americans to claim their rightful place in society. The turning point came during the height of the civil rights movement. In March of 1965, Malcolm X was invited to speak in Selma, Alabama. The air was thick with tension, the smell of damp earth wafted from the nearby river, as chants of equality filled the atmosphere. This was a pivotal moment in American history, as activists prepared to march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. As Malcolm stood before a throng of eager supporters, the weight of the movement pressed upon him. "We are all on the same side," he declared, his voice rising over the crowd, filled with both energy and urgency. "We are fighting against a system designed to keep us shackled." The sound of drums echoed in the distance, resonating with the heartbeat of a movement longing for justice. The vibrant colors of banners waved in the sun, amplifying the collective emotions of hope, anger, and determination. Malcolm's presence was electric, his speeches igniting a fire within the hearts of those who joined him. "We are here to make sure that our voices are heard, to ensure our fight for our rights is not in vain," he proclaimed fervently. The landscape, under the weight of such emotions, felt alive as the marchers began to move, a palpable shift in the atmosphere as they walked toward the bridge that had become a symbol of struggle. Despite his rising influence, Malcolm X faced considerable opposition, even from within the very movement he sought to uplift. After a split with the Nation of Islam in 1964, tensions mounted. The fractures became apparent as former allies turned adversaries. Leaders within the organization viewed Malcolm as a threat, feeling that his growing popularity undermined their authority. The bitter taste of betrayal mixed with the relentless pursuit of truth weighed heavily on him. He sensed that danger loomed, a feeling that only intensified as he continued to stand firm in his beliefs. Malcolm once remarked, "The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman." His fierce advocacy for marginalized voices grabbed the attention of not only allies but enemies as well, creating a perilous divide. The atmosphere grew thick with fear and mistrust, and Malcolm knew that the opposition was closing in. He often spoke about the challenges of standing up for one's beliefs, stating, "If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything." Despite the turmoil surrounding him, Malcolm X's legacy continues to resonate, a profound testament to the fight for justice and equality. His philosophy on human rights and self-determination inspires countless individuals around the world to this day. In his final speeches, he spoke about love, unity, and understanding. "I believe in human beings, and that all human beings should be respected as such, regardless of their color," he stated passionately, emphasizing the necessity of solidarity among all people. Malcolm X dreamed of a world where humanity transcended race, a vision that still challenges us today. His life is a reminder of the enduring struggle against oppression and the importance of standing firm in one's beliefs, even in the face of adversity. As we reflect on his journey, we recognize that the fight for human rights is ongoing, a continuous march toward a future where every individual is valued and empowered. His words echo through the corridors of history, urging us to question, to demand, and to uplift one another. "We are all human beings, and we must stand together." End of script. Note, this biography script is intended to depict the life and legacy of Malcolm X with the utmost respect for historians.